Hey, what's going on, guys? So this is not really the video that I was planning on making, but for whatever reason I got done recording everything and none of my audio worked. So when life hands you lemons, you make lemonade, right? So today we're making a video about mental health. And so what you're just seeing right now is I'm cleaning my truck, right? Like, you might see it as, wow, this is an incredibly dirty truck. And it is an incredibly dirty truck. But this is something more than an incredibly dirty truck. And this is a bill coming due for me. And what I mean by that is, I don't think you're going to find someone who has reached 400 pounds at one point in their life and there's not some mental health issues. And it's definitely the case for me. Just, you're going through life, going through the motions, gotta make money, right? You gotta go to work, you gotta get your shift done, you gotta do all these things, you gotta worry about bills, you gotta worry about family, you gotta worry about friends, you gotta worry about relationships, all of that stuff. And some things, like you just can't do it all, right? Like, something's kind of got to give at some point. And for me, it was taking care of myself on a very basic level. I was an over-the-road driver, didn't really have an opportunity to take a shower like every single day. And what happened was I didn't take a shower every single day. I fell behind on just doing basic stuff like brushing my teeth. Wasn't doing it every day, wasn't doing it as much as I should. And it wasn't that these were necessarily like conscious like decisions that I was making, as much as it was I did not prioritize the basic level, the basic fundamentals of just taking care of yourself as a human being. And it was because of a lot of things. It was because of pressure, because of the job, because of all these other external worries that I had. And yeah, guys, something's just got to give. And for me, this channel, as much as I want to get on here and I want to talk to you guys about getting physically healthy, going to the gym, lifting weights, getting in shape, working on cardiovascular system, all that stuff is great. However, I think it's very important that I say none of it would be possible if for the past few years at least, and I'm not talking 1 or 2 years, I'm talking more like 5 or 6 years. Like, this has been going on for the majority of my adult life. And had I not taken all that time to just process, my life up until now, all the things that I've been through in the past, all the trials and tribulations I've had to go through, all of the BS I've had to endure. If I didn't take as much time as I did, like coming to terms with everything and in a way trying to move past some of the things that happened, like, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be talking about any of this stuff, like getting in shape, getting fit. That might never happen, okay? Because I could have compartmentalized it. I could have shoved it down deep and, honestly just ate myself to death, which is where I am heading, by the way. Like, I've been able to make these changes. I've had 3 weeks of success. Actually, just today, like, pretty big deal for me. I have been on this diet for 3 weeks, man, and you saw last video, I'm down 16 pounds, and I'm thinking, hey, everything's great. The channel is doing like way better than I ever thought it would. I'm doing well with my diet. I've been doing well with my exercises. I deserve a little bit of a cheat meal. Okay, I've earned a little bit of a cheat meal. And I was so ready to, today's Thursday, go into a restaurant and say, hey, this is my order. We're going to do like fried chicken, some French fries, like some sauce. Like, let's get it going. And giving myself full permission to do it, right? Like, this is going down. But when I got to that restaurant and I sat down, like, the craziest thing, I've never had it happen to me before in my life. That idea of, hey, I want this fried chicken, I want this cheat meal, like, we're about to get it. As soon as I sat down, looked at the menu, I was like, you know what, do I really want that? And I started thinking about, when I wake up tomorrow, am I gonna be proud of this decision? And is this moving me towards my goal or away from my goal? And I said, you know what, doing that would be moving way away from my goal. So as good as it would be, I'm gonna, I found something on the menu that aligned with my diet and aligned with my goals, and I decided to get that instead. Didn't do the cheat meal. However, I've never done that before in my life. In fact, there have been meals on this diet that realistically I shouldn't have had, but they fit within my calories, they fit within my macros, so I went ahead and did it. And it's a big step for me, right? And to some of you guys, it might be like, oh, this is just part of it. However, when you've gone through life with no discipline around food, to have that much discipline around food, like, for me, is a big deal. And I hope that someone watches this and they're trying to lose weight, they're trying to get in shape. I hope that you reach that milestone and that you treat it like the big deal that it is. Because this doesn't happen overnight, guys. Like, you need your mental health in order. Like, the videos are about the physical aspects, and the physical aspects, it's fun. It's fun to go to the gym, lift heavy weights. It's fun to be able to run for a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles without feeling tired. All that stuff is great. However, if your mental health is not where it needs to be, then as great as that stuff might be, it ain't going to last forever, because you're not going to be able to maintain the motivation or consistency. You're not going to be able to outwork bad mental health. Your mental health is really the foundation, okay? And I truly believe that. I've heard a lot of other people say same thing, like, hey, if you don't have your mental health in order, you don't have anything in order. Like, your mental health is definitely the foundation of everything that we're doing here. And so what we're doing here is paying the bill, right? Paying the bill of me pushing everything that I felt I didn't have time for to the side, and we're getting it done, right? Because, and I want to talk to you guys, having a messy environment like this, it's not just the fact that it's messy, right? It's not the fact that you have dirt everywhere, but having this much clutter causes cognitive overload. Okay, and what that is when your room or your environment is messy, your brain will attempt to process every little bit of clutter that you see. So anything in your peripheral that you can see, anything that you think you can't see, but that you can, that like you can move your eyes and see it, your brain has to process all of that. Okay, and when it's having to process so much extra, it's going to cause increased brain fatigue. And that may very well be why you come home from work, your room, house, apartment, whatever you got going on is a mess, and you're like, oh, I can't deal with it. I'm super tired, like, I'm just going to go to bed. But cleaning, going through this stuff, a lot of people don't know, but having a cluttered, messy room also can spike anxiety levels in the brain for the same reason it causes brain fatigue, because you get so much stuff and your brain's naturally going to see it as a job undone, a job that needs to be done and you're not, okay? Because your brain naturally craves a clean space and will view a mess as a problem, which is most people report high levels of dopamine release when cleaning. Like, you go through this stuff, I mean, you feel a sense of accomplishment. It's a fun thing once you start getting into it. cleaning your space. Like it goes a lot faster than you think. It's not as bad as you think it might be, and it really is just something you owe it to yourself. You owe it to your future to make sure you have everything in order. Your space is clean. You're taking care of yourself. Like you owe it to yourself, and it's not easy, and it's really hard, especially in the beginning, especially when you've been neglecting that part for many, many, many years, right? But dopamine and mood boost, like we said, with the dopamine release when cleaning, just completing chores in general, completing a task, saying, hey, I need to do something, and actually going out and doing it. This is going to activate your brain's reward system, giving you the feeling of accomplishment, releasing dopamine and endorphins, causing negative feelings and irritability and dissatisfaction to be replaced by more positive feelings of happiness and self-satisfaction, self-accomplishment, guys. This stuff is so important that a lot of people don't realize that this is like how our brains, like neural pathways are set up. Like all this goes into physiology, like basic biology and physiology as human beings. And so really the takeaway I want you guys to take from this is you need to ensure you have a clean, organized, welcoming space that allows your brain to relax, so you can reduce that brain fatigue, you can improve your decision-making skills, you can improve your creativity, you can lower anxiety levels, and improving your overall mood and life satisfaction. And that's really what this whole channel could basically be dumbed down to, finding ways to improve not just mine, but your guys' as well, improve your overall mood and life satisfaction. Like that's really what life is all about. Like that's why we're all here. If that's not why we're here, I don't know why we're here. Now this isn't going to solve severe social anxiety, like you have a hard time going out, or if you are really depressed, maybe you're clinically depressed. This isn't like a fix all, guys. Like that's not what I'm saying at all. But it's definitely a good start. It's a step in the right direction. And if you do have like these more severe social anxiety, depression, and mental health issues that you're going through, this stuff might even be necessary. And I'm sure that just makes it all the more difficult to actually go out and do some of this stuff. However, how can you expect to get over like a severe mental health issue if like the basics of your life are not being done? And you know, I've gone through it. I've gone through severe depression. I've gone through, you know, not wanting to leave the house because of anxiety. Like I've gone through those things, and this is coming from the perspective of someone that's actually done it. I don't want you to think, oh, well, you don't know how hard it is. I do know how hard it is, and it sucks. And you really do just got to get through it. And easier said than done, right? But, you know, anyways, guys, like I said, this wasn't how this video was supposed to go down. Hope you guys found it at least a little bit helpful. I know it's really just me rambling about mental health for how long has it been? 15.5 minutes. But yeah, guys, I mean, there's a video. You can let me know what you think down below. If you got any tips for me or anyone else that might need them, definitely leave a comment on that. But with that being said, guys, I mean, this is the video. I did the best I can on this one, but we're gonna see you guys on Monday. So have a good weekend, have a good 4th of July, guys, and that's gonna do it for the video. Peace.